Every Claude Code session starts with a fresh context window so the assistant can be powerful and forgetful at once. Claude.md changes that operating model by turning project knowledge into persistent instructions. Claude reads, when work begins, the value is immediate, fewer repeated corrections, faster repo orientation, and a coding assistant that starts closer to team standards. Claude Platform Docs. Most teams do not lose time because Claude cannot code. They lose time because every session must rediscover architecture, test commands, naming rules, and preferences. Chat prompts are temporary. README files are written for humans. Random notes are invisible at execution time. Without a memory layer, agentic coding keeps paying the same onboarding tax. Claude Code treats Claude.md as plain markdown instructions for a project, user workflow, or organization. That matters because rules stop being tribal knowledge and become part of the development surface. When architecture decisions, build commands, and review expectations sit near the repo, Claude can reason with the same constraints. Developers already follow Claude Platform Docs. Claude.md is injected as context, not as a system prompt, so it guides behavior without becoming an unbreakable policy. That distinction makes memory editable, reviewable, and versionable. For hard enforcement, Claude Code points teams toward hooks such as pre-tool use, where automation can block unsafe actions before they run. Claude Platform Docs 1. Claude Code supports multiple memory scopes. Organization-managed instructions define shared standards. User-level instructions capture personal workflow preferences. Project Clue.md files travel with the repository. Local Claude.lock.md files hold private sandbox notes and should stay out of version control. Auto memory adds learned notes loaded up to its documented size limits. Claude Platform Docs. Claude Code searches upward from the current working directory and loads slow.md and slow.lakel.md files along the path. Broader rules appear first. Local rules appear later. In large repositories, subdirectory slowd.md files let teams express area-specific guidance without polluting the entire codebase. Claude Platform Docs 1. The strongest Claude.md files record facts. Claude should always keep build commands, test commands, project layout, naming conventions, architectural boundaries, and required pre-commit checks. Vague preferences decay quickly. Specific instructions survive. Use two-space indentation is stronger than format code, nicely because the rule is observable and testable. Claude Platform Docs. Claude Code can generate a starter, slow.md, with init by analyzing the codebase and proposing discovered build commands, tests, and conventions. That first draft is not sacred. The winning workflow is initialize, inspect, cut noise, add invisible team knowledge, and commit only guidance future sessions genuinely need. Claude Platform Docs. The memory command lists memory files loaded in the current session and lets you inspect or open them. That turns debugging from guesswork into visibility. If Claude ignores a rule, verify the file loaded, tighten the wording, remove contradictions, and move private preferences into salau.lakel.md instead of the shared project file. Claude Platform Docs. A mature setup uses memory for guidance and hooks for guarantees. Claude.md tells Claude how the project thinks. Hooks, tests, linters, and CI prove whether the result is acceptable. That separation prevents a common failure mode, overloading Markdown with policies that should be automated. Memory shapes judgment. Tooling protects the boundary. Claude Platform Docs. Once memory is stable, Claude stops acting like a visitor and starts acting like a teammate who knows the house style. Repo exploration becomes shorter. Refactors become safer because architecture rules are already in context. New contributors benefit too. because the same instructions that guide Claude also reveal how the team expects work to happen. Claude.md points toward a broader pattern. Software projects will ship with instructions for humans, agents, tools, and automation together. The code base becomes self-describing. The assistant no longer begins with a blank conversation. It begins inside an operating system of rules, memories, and checks. The next skill is not prompting harder, it is designing better context